back to Radix. My name's Owen, as you probably already know. Today we've come down to A1 BHP, where the dyno is, local dyno to us, so that Steve-O, who runs it down here, is going to give us a power run with a Toyota MR2. It's a new car on the M8 fleet, something that's a little bit different. What you can see behind me isn't exactly what it is, but we'll come back to that later on. We'll get a little bit more info on that. So it's basically a 1991 Toyota MR2. We know how Nick loves his old Toyotas as well. They're a good car, built well, and the rest of it. So basically, we're going to come down to have a look and see what sort of power it's making. It's a straightforward operation. We've escaped the workshop for the evening just to have some fun and see what this is going to make. So we'll come back afterwards. We'll get some shots of the car, shots of the engine, and give you a bit more info later on. So there we have it. So Steve's Golf made about 250, 60 horsepower, something like that. The car, I'll give you a bit of info about it anyway, but the Toyota is actually a Honda-Ota, so it's got the K20A engine out of a Honda Civic Type R with a GT35 turbo. Now, the car's only just come in recently, and we're sort of going through the tune on it and to see what sort of power it's going to make. It made 442 horsepower, which is, you know, for a road car that weighs maybe 1,200 kilos, is extremely powerful. On the road, it's got, we'll give you some more detail later on, but it's certainly built for that, and it's very, it can be unmanageable, but it's on the, kind of on the limit of what you'd want to enjoy in a road car. It's great fun, feels really solid, the tune's good, it's not at risk, there's no smoke, nothing got spat out of the engine, so it's worked really, really well. So what we're going to do, it looks like it's down on power by about 50 horsepower. We've got some bits we want to check on it, so we're going to check the wastegate, make sure that's doing its job properly. I will go into it a bit more technically later on with any questions if anyone's got any. But so basically, the turbo pressure is working its way up to 16 psi and then ramps up to 21 psi after that. But there's a bit of a dip in between, so the power sort of drops away. What we want is a nice linear power curve where the power is consistent and seamless, and we're seeing a bit of a dip in the middle. So with the VTEC engine that's in the Honda Civic and now in this, it should rev to over 8,000 RPM. This one revs to 8,600. I hope you got some of the sound in the footage that we've got, because it sounds amazing when it's on full load. So we're going to go back to the shop. Over the next few days we can do some checks, do some testing, smoke test the intake, make sure there's no boost leaks, things like that, clean the map up a little bit and see where we can go from there.